it going, everybody? Yes, LevelMDiecast. We do have a special edition diecast haul today. And no, that is not clickbait. We will add three Holy Grails to the collection today. Big deal. We're just going to get right into this. I have an extra shelf here because we got a ton of cars to get through. I had an opportunity to go through a collection and actually hand pick out piece by piece what I wanted to buy. I did not have to buy the whole collection. I got to go through and pick just piece by piece. So we're going to go through what I picked up. I did pick up a trio of Testarossas from California Customs. Have a couple versions here. This one right here with the Real Riders. This one I did have in my collection, but this one's a little bit better condition. So I picked this one up, just say Cal Customs right there on the top. So we'll put that on our little shelf here. I do also have the wheel variation. Picked that one up as well. This is the two-piece wheel. Not a Real Rider wheel, but a two-piece wheel. This one looks okay. Definitely not as good as the other one. The other one is definitely much better, but they are the same deco between the two. And then there was a secondary release. This one in chrome purple with a very interesting blue interior, which is the bumper of the car. That's the way the casting's always been made. So in order to get a blue interior right there, you see the blue offset in there. It reflects to the bumper. Always been an interesting choice for the Testarossa, but I really do like this casting. It's really nice. Harkens from the 90s, the late 80s, early 90s Hot Wheels. So really happy to have that one. That does complete my Testarossas for Cal Customs. All picked up another custom, Cal Custom, the Corvette. There's two versions of this one too. I did have the other one, but I didn't have this one in blue. This one is pretty nice. There's a teeny little nick right there on the corner, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Definitely not common. Very difficult to find. Cal Customs in good shape these days. We'll put that guy right there. I don't think I have any more Cal Customs, but we'll just keep moving. This is the 348, the Ferrari 348. This is the kind of neon green one. Dual stripes right there. It says, of course, Ferrari 348 on there. Uses the Ultra Hots wheel. Looks pretty good. I did not have this version, so really happy to pick this one up. I've been looking for this one for quite some time, so pretty happy about that one. We'll put that down there on the shelf. Now, this particular Countach came in a 5-pack. I had a buddy buy the 5-pack about 4 years ago, and he wanted 2 cars out of the 5-pack and gave me the other 3 cars. This is one of the cars that he kept in that 5-pack. So I was finally able to get one. It's just in basic gray, nothing fancy right there. But that is the nice Countach. I think that is a great casting from Hot Wheels from back in the day. Also picked up a Gold Speed on this 57 Chevy. The Gold Speed is very difficult to get. Very difficult. I've been looking for the Gold Speed for a while. There's a couple print variations on this model. There's also a couple wheel variations, but the Gold Speed is by far, at least in my opinion, the hardest one to get. So I was able to add that one, so I'm really stoked about that. So we'll throw that guy up there. In case you guys don't realize this yet, we are going to be all over the place with what we're going through. All right, a couple of Speed Gleamers, I think is what these were called. Porsche 959 in purple. It is a plastic body with a metal base. This one in purple, very nice, shiny, fancy. Did not have this one in purple. Also picked up the chrome one. The chrome one I had, but mine was not new. This one is in brand spanking new condition. Very shiny, very beautiful. Looks very nice. Always adding more and more Porsches to the collection. It's a big deal. Porsches are a big deal. All right, keeping it rolling, we do have the Transit bus. This is from the Tattoo series. This bus was not used very much. Maybe about 5 or 6 versions or so. But this is one that I didn't have. The Tattoo series is another one you just don't see floating around anywhere. But that one's pretty good. We'll take that one. We'll throw that guy up in there. So we'll complete our first shelf. We'll bring that back. We're just going to set that to the side because we got way more stuff to go through. One of the old school original Boulevards. This is the Ford Mustang 2. This is one and done casting. They've never made this casting again. They've never done this casting again, as far as I know, which is unfortunate. But it is a T-top blue interior. Looks good. You know, nothing fancy with the base D47 for your 78 Ford Mustang 2. So we'll put him right at the bottom. Also picked up this Viper. This is the 100% black box version of this casting with the opening hood. A little bit of red printing down in there for the V10. Goodyear's on the slicks. There is the Viper logo for Viper Club. I did not have this one, the Viper Club. Very, very nice. As a matter of fact, I've only seen this a couple of times through my travels. So really, really happy to add that one. That's the only one of that casting I didn't have. So have completed yet another run of castings. Same with the Ford Transit Supervan. I know this is not a popular casting at all, but this is the very last one I needed. This is from a Star Wars release. So I now have all of these complete, every single one ever released. So really, really happy about that. You guys know, super completist here I am as Level M, which is a curse and a blessing, I guess, at the same time. Speaking of completists, in a previous haul a couple weeks ago, I picked up the red interior version of this Cal Customs Suzuki. This was back when it was still a Suzuki. It says Suzuki on the grill right there. Later versions, they took the Suzuki off, which is unfortunate. But wheel variation on that one. So didn't have this one. I got the red one with that wheel, but I didn't have the orange interior with this wheel. So completed that particular Cal Customs as well. Another Cal Customs I completed is this one. I will admit this one has some very bum axles. The axles are really just terrible. But the car is new. The car is brand spanking new, the 911. Two versions of this one as well. They did this version. They also did a purple one. Again, the axles are they're just bum. I don't really know what the deal is with the axles, but you know, you can pull them out and they sit fine, but it doesn't really roll all that well. But I'm not really going to complain because, again, this is a very hard piece to get, very hard piece to track down. So I'm pretty happy about that one. Rolling through the Porsches, the 911 Turbo, the Corgi casting. This is a Corgi casting. When Mattel acquired Matchbox and, of course, acquired Corgi with it in the late 90s. This was a multi-pack exclusive. So it says Rodeo Drive. This came in a pack with 6 or 8 cars. I don't remember what it is, but it's exclusive to it with the gold lace wheels. So just a version I didn't have. So I'm really, really happy I got to pick that one up, not have to buy the whole pack. There was one other car in that pack I wanted, and I was able to get it. That is the Mercedes-Benz 540K. I am a big, big fan of pre-war era cars. So I really, really like this one. This one, of course, is Park Avenue. It does have, of course, the removable top. So that is a pretty nice feature. So we'll get this slid in the front there, pop down. A little bit of print on the side of the roof as well. This one also comes with lace wheels and then ultra chrome gold base. Really, really digging that one. Really, really happy to mark another 540K. Speaking of 540Ks, I finally got the Blackwall, the original Blackwall. This one with the tan roof. I do have the one with, of course, the white wall tires, but I did not have the actual Blackwall proper, which is unfortunate. You see, this is an actual Hong Kong base, which is really, really cool. So I'm pretty happy about that. Ultra, ultra minty. Ultra minty. Also picked up a couple of Baja breakers. This one's also from the Tattoo series. So this one doesn't have any opening features. It's also icing. You can see in there. I don't know if we can see in there. It doesn't have a picture in there, but it is the icing window piece. But it's for the Tattoo series, which they probably just did that because it was probably cheaper. So put that in there. And then, of course, that's all metal. Super, super heavy. As far as icing, though, I also picked up this one from the Simpsons series. So world's second largest twine ball in Magoo, Missouri. I love Springfield. This one also has some bum axles, but it is minty. It's just, I don't know what it is about the axles. The axles on this one are shot as well. And then, of course, there is a picture in there. You can't see it. You can't get it into the camera, but it is basically just looking into the van with Bart and Homer and everybody in there. So put that one in there. That one pretty much sits on the little rounded parts of the axles. One more Baja breaker. This one right here. Again, nice and minty for the ATV racing team. Goodyear and Suzuki on the side. Looks really, really good. The front axle on this one's fine, but the back axle is bunk. I don't know what it is. It's just these particular models, just these Baja breakers for some reason. They are just terrible. So, you know, it looks like it's squatting. Looks like it's got a Carolina squat on it. Nice little Carolina squat. Another one here. This is from a Camaro black box set, 4-car set. The original version of the IROC Camaro, or basically the IROC Camaro. Hot Wheels basically just printed pieces on here, like the hood vents and stuff, to make it look like an IROC. But this was their original 80s Camaro casting. But it looks pretty good. It uses a 2-piece wheel, which is okay. It's nothing particularly fancy, but it's okay. I'll throw that guy in there. Ah, yes, even RLCs are not safe from me. Picked up this one as well. This is the Blue Raptor. Really, really stoked to get this one. 1550 wheels on there. Of course, it's 1552 or 1552 wheels. Says that logo right there on the door. Of course, it has an opening tailgate, which looks very, very good. I've never opened any of my Raptors, but this one I don't have to worry about opening. And then, of course, under the hood, that's about as far as the hood opens, unfortunately. And being an RLC, I'm not going to push the issue. There is the prints on the back. Looks really, really good. Very, very happy to get that one. So throw that guy up there. Very, very good addition on that one as well. Premium. This is from one of the older, like those rounded bubble premiums they did, which were super, super popular back in the day. So there is the print on it. This is for the movie Stripes, I think, if I remember correctly, the GMC motorhome. It looks good. Those prints are on the window on the inside. So that looks pretty good. I think that's probably the best version this casting's ever seen in its whole life, which isn't bad. So it looks pretty good. Let's put that right there. A random premium as well. This camper truck. I think they have a name for it on the bottom. Oh yeah, Backwoods Bomb. So Backwoods Bomb. This was from maybe from one of the Larry's or Phil's or Wayne's Garage, one of the two like that. But I really like that one. I don't particularly collect that particular like casting per se, but I did like that version, so I decided to pick it up. We cracked open on one of my last hauls. We cracked open the latest Pop Culture. I didn't have any premium versions of the past Back to the Futures they've done. This one is for Mr. Fusion, so this one is new compared to the one that just was released. This one's also all stainless steel. So it is the same wheels, but it is, of course, Mr. Fusion. Does have a different plate than the most current 2025 Pop Culture. That one is a re-release of this one. This is the old school one. This one is dated M51. So there you go. This one is actually in kind of Zamex / stainless steel. The newest one that we cracked is actually a gray color. So it is significantly different. And then, of course, I got the premium hover mode, which came with the stand. So premium hover mode, also Mr. Fusion there on the top. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Glad it still had the stand in there. So I picked that one up because I didn't have the stand. So now I have a nice ensemble of the Back to the Futures. All right, what is a Silver Bullet, I think is what they called it. Oh yeah, large in charge. Hong Kong base, original Blackwall, super minty. Casting I collect. I don't have, of course, some of the older ones because they're very hard to get, but I do have that one. Just has a number 4 on there. Just keeping it rolling. Also picked up one of the later versions here. This came in a track pack in the mid-90s. There was 3 different wheel variations. The 5-spoke was the only one I didn't have. So pretty happy to get that. It's a pretty loud color combination on there, but it still looks good. Also picked up this one as well. This is super dark purple. They did very light purple and very dark purple on this particular Gleamer. They are dramatically different between the two. So picked up this nice, brilliant, deep purple. Looks pretty good. Of course, plastic body, just like the Porsches were that we were looking at in the other case. More speed Gleamers. This is, of course, the Volkswagen GTI. This one also came in a green sparkly and pink sparkly. These are very not common. Very not common. This one is a pretty nice piece. Not as nice as the green one. It's a little bit out there just because it's pink, but it's alright. It's alright. And then picked up another one right here. This is, of course, the limo. The limo I really like because it's got like multicolor in black, which is really cool with the white walls on there. It's a cool limo. It's, of course, based on Lincoln, but it's not licensed or anything. And of course, it was sized to fit into a blister. So I think they did an okay job. It's about as good as the job as they can get. We're going to start filling up the bottom because I have another limo. I want to keep the limos together. Classic limo service on the side. There's also a gray version of this instead of the white. I didn't have the white. I think the white with the white walls looks awesome. Really like the color combination on this one. Chrome base, and then of course you can kind of see inside. Got a little table in there for some drinks. So nothing particularly fancy. Just knocking them down the variations. 5-spoke variation for this one as well. This one came in lace and 3-spoke as well, so 5-spoke just cutting it down. This is the T-Bird Stalker. Plastic body, metal base on that one. Speed Shark, another, yes, the same collection that you got stuff like the Raptor and these Cal Customs and stuff. You get stuff like this, which is just crazy. So Speed Shark right here, just a version I didn't have in silver. Still slaying them. Going to just keep on knocking those down as we go through. One of the Flying Customs, or one of the retro rehash models for the Target series or whatever, is this Jeep Golden Eagle. Looks very, very good. Been looking for this one for a little bit. I just didn't want to spend like the $10 it's coming for, so get it loose. It's always better. So getting us our Golden Eagle right there. A couple from some newer car culture as well. This is from Cargo Couriers, something like that. A few years ago, the Sunnigun, the Volkswagen Sunnigun, with the small 4 spokes on there. Of course, the moving top section. Looking good. A little motorcycle on the back as well. Details on the side. All these, everything looks good. It just looks good. This is another casting that goes for quite a bit. So, pretty happy to pick that one up loose and not have to chase it down. All right, keeping it rolling with some more Cargo Couriers. We do have, of course, the very first release of the Honda Odyssey. And, of course, it's got all the Bisimoto on the back of it, which looks good. Very first release for this crazy, crazy van. We have not seen this casting for a while. With the nice little roof rack piece inserted in there. Hopefully this comes back. I think this casting's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool casting. I'd like to see it come back as premium. I think they did it as a modified version for the mainline, I think. All right, also in a previous haul, I picked up the mail-in of this lifted Silverado 4x4, so I am going to try to go back and get a couple of the previous versions. This one was from a Star Wars, clearly. It looks pretty good. Details look pretty good. I like this casting. It's very beefy. K28 is the date code on that particular one. This one is by far way better, though. This one is just like in factory deco. It says SS on the side, Silverado. Details on the back, no plate details or nothing, but there's taillight print on there, headlight prints. Not bad. Definitely way, way better than the other 2 versions, just because it's, factory. Let's see here. Couple of Firebirds. Couple of Blackwall Firebirds. The Formula Firebird in black with Malaysia base on there. Really stoked about that one. It's a little bit dirty, but it is a minty, so we'll throw that there. And then this one right here with the Eagle and 30 on there. I have seen this car in trashed dump-ins a billion times in my life. I've never seen a minty one ever. And I was just blown away. I mean, look at the way that they used to do interiors back in the day. It used to be an actual steering column with an actual steering wheel on it. But they don't do any of such things nowadays. We'll throw that right there. 56 flash sliders. I have quite a few of these. So I'm just going to run through and just kind of try to pick up some of the more oddball ones. I think this one in black with white walls is a very, very good looking one with a chrome base. Yes, it'll be off the screen, but it just is what it is now. We still got more to go through. Another version right here, not a very good one. Imperior the Fire Eater says on there for the Circus. Not a very good one, but some of them are not going to be that great. One of them that is pretty good is this one right here with the 2-piece wheels. A little bit of extra print on the front. Looks pretty good. Some pinstriping on the top. Not too shabby. And a little bit of print in the back. Editor's Choice series that came from. And then the one that came in the premium, which actually was a modified version with an opening hood. Although it just doesn't open very much. But it is a modified version. This was in one of the series, like special series. It might have been Phil's or Larry's or something like that. H30 is the date code on the bottom. The Steelies for the Rail Riders looks pretty good. No prints on the back, unfortunately. No prints on the front. So definitely in one of those series because they were budgeted series back in the day. They didn't all get full print like that. An older one right here. This is the Forza Motorsports Mini Cooper. I guess you could call it BMW. Xbox One on the side, Forza Motorsports. This is the original version of the casting, which of course is a opening parts casting. If I can get the little piece in the back to cooperate. There we go. So pop it off, and there is the interior. It is designed to do exactly that. And there is the engine detail in the front. Details right there with the window inside. Of course, the grill right here. Oops, sorry about that. The grill right here pops right into the front of the casting. So put the grill in the front and then slide the rest of the casting in. This one is a little bit stiff, but normally they work very, very well. So we'll go ahead and put our Mini Cooper up there. I picked up some Broncos. So I only have one version of the Bronco, and that was, it's like a police version that they did maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. So this is from a 5-pack, nothing particularly fancy with it. It does have a motorcycle on the back, which is okay. Separate piece for the topper for the back. It does have the larger CT style wheels on there. But I also picked up this one, an original black wall, very, very nice version, with the giant black walls on the side. The red motorcycle on the back looks good. This is minty, nice and fancy. It's like pretty much brand spanking new. There's your base details, Hong Kong on the base. So very, very nice. And then I also picked up this one. So it is the same version, just with the bigger wheels, the bigger CT wheels on there. And of course it switched to Malaysia base, of course. Still has the red motorcycle on there as well. So set those to the side. And then I picked up 2 premium versions of that. This one from a Looney Tunes set. So this will go along. This is a modified casting, clearly. Actually, this is a brand spanking new casting, to be honest with you. But Bronco nonetheless. There is the details on the side. It's all matte print on there. Very interesting that the window's open in the back. Actually, you know what? That's an error. Look at that. That window is not formed in there. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I got this for pretty cheap, so it's not that big a deal. So, and I'll never ever notice it moving forward, so it doesn't really matter. But this is the cooler one. This is from the original Boulevard series, the Ford Bronco. I'm pretty sure it was the original Boulevard series. This is when this casting was new, and it didn't come out for a very long time after this. So this one is pretty nice in tan with the blue. Like the details on there, so we'll kind of set this to the side. I got a few more cars here. Also picked up this guy right here. Yeah, this one's pretty cool. Ecolab version of the Bronco chassis. There is the deets on the side. There is the access to the back, or the doors that would open up. Really cool little additional piece on the back here. Just a really cool accessory on there. And then nothing fancy with the base, but this is a very, very tough piece to find. Even tougher to find it with this on the back, let alone in good shape. But just to find that one, I'm actually going to put that one up there because that one's actually pretty nice. And then 2 Bajas, Subaru Brats. I guess it's not a Baja. Baja was the reincarnation of the Brat. But the Subaru Brat, this is from the maybe Cool Classics series, I think. So just picked up a couple of these castings just because I kind of wanted to start chasing them down. And then this one from Shop Trucks that I never picked up because at the time I could care less. But only one of 2 times we've seen the Brat in premium deco. I think this one was pretty good. We also saw it in like a silver and some black. Now, if you've watched this video the whole time, you may be sitting there saying, well, Level M, what is the Holy Grail that you picked up? I actually picked up 3 Holy Grails, as I mentioned. And they are all Porsches. This is the first Holy Grail that I picked up. Yes, this is the original OG Boulevard Yellow 993. I have been looking for this casting my whole life. This thing still goes for like 170-ish, 160-ish. It's still a very, very, very expensive model. But I now finally have it in my possession. Really like those wheels on there. They look good. I think those are the GT wheels. Man, it's just so... It feels so good. It feels so good to add this to the collection. I'm so close to being completely done with the 993s. I'm like this close. This close. But I'm really, really stoked to have this one in there. So I think we'll kick the Mini Cooper out of here. We're going to put our 993 up there because that one deserves to be there. Now, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to kick out the IROC because the next model we have, I'm going to put up there as well. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the RLC Golf 917. This was loose. I did not crack this. It was already loose. In all of its brilliance, Spectraflame, looking absolutely fantabulous. I love it so much. Goodyear on the tires. Whew, man, this completes my 917Ks. I do have all of them now. I mean, whew, I'm telling you, man, just holding this in my hand, knowing that I have finally acquired this casting version from the RLC. It's crazy. There is the deets on the bottom. Just such a bonkers addition. I can't believe I have this. It's just nuts. It's just nuts. Now, the last piece is probably the biggest holy grail I've been looking at for a really long time, and you guys might guess where we're going with this. That's right. Oh man, I can't even believe I have this. I can't even believe I've acquired this piece. The Golf 993 GT2 now completes all my 993s. I now have every single 993 ever released. This one is number 5750. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. Oh, man. Whew. Whew. I can't tell you how stoked I am. I cannot believe I am holding a 993 in my hand, a Golf 993 in my hand. That is mine. That this is mine. I can't believe this. This is like a dream come true. I mean, I got 3 Grails out of one single collection. 3 Grails I've been looking for. And now, I'm not going to lie. I paid a fair amount for this stuff, but I got a ridiculously good deal. I mean, ridiculously good deal. But I did pay a fair amount for this stuff. Oh, man, I'm stoked. I'm stoked. I can't believe that I have a Golf 993, and then I have the Golf 917 as well. I don't really care about the rest of the Golf stuff. I don't really care about Golf in general, but I love Porsche, and I'm a big time Porsche guy. And those 2 pieces with that is just unreal, holy grail haul. So no, I did not give you guys clickbait. I absolutely have a holy grail. 3 of them we've added in here, and I'd like to see what you guys think about this haul. Let me know what you think about these pieces I picked up, this whole thing, and let me know if you've ever had the opportunity to go into a collection and just hand pick the cars that you wanted, because I'm really interested. So anyways, drop a comment, let me know. Really interested to hear about everything. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to subscribe, come back, diecast all the time here at Level M. Peace!